In a region known as Australia's Food Bowl, this town has become a refuge for guest workers fleeing exploitation. Labourers from the Pacific Islands are arriving in towns like Leeton seeking work after escaping employers they say underpaid and mistreated them.
Sometimes we're gonna live with $100, 200.
It's when I receive this sum of money, it's like a pain in my foot, yeah.
It's a hidden crisis unfolding in one of Australia's flagship development programs. The Australian government estimates more than 7,000 workers have left their job in the Pacific Australia Labour Mobility or PALM scheme, a decision that's left many undocumented, unemployed and homeless.
They have no legal status in Australia.
They don't really know where to go. They're frightened.
So why are thousands of workers leaving the PALM scheme and breaching their visa conditions? And how do the communities helping them want the issue solved? The PALM scheme employs more than 31,000 Pacific Islander and Timorese workers. The Australian government calls it a win-win for employers and workers, addressing labour shortages in industries like agriculture and meat processing, and providing income for labourers to send home. But the scheme has come under significant criticism for putting its participants in danger of exploitation. Researchers say one reason is that workers' visas tie them to a single employer, making it hard for them to change jobs if they encounter problems at work. They say this gives them little choice but to leave the PALM scheme and become undocumented. Some disengaged workers receive a bridging visa, letting them work or study, and apply for a protection visa, allowing them to stay longer. Experts say they're vulnerable and unsure about their future.
If they've left, it's extremely difficult for them to either return to the scheme or actually get support to, make that next decision about what they do.
We're on our way to Leeton in the heart of Australia's Food Bowl, and I'm really hoping to speak to some workers who have left their employers. We met Susan. She's living here with her daughter Angela, but that wasn't her plan when she left Solomon Islands to join the PALM scheme. Susan left her employer after finding the take-home pay too low.
Because we have nothing. If we left with $100, we're gonna buy our food and what we need.
She decided to look for work elsewhere, but became pregnant after forming a relationship with another former PALM worker. They moved to Leeton, and soon after Susan gave birth to Angela, the relationship broke down.
And that time, after everything, I feel like commit suicide. Yeah.
She received counselling, and a family in Leeton provided her with accommodation and support. Community organisations also helped her gain a bridging visa, letting her study aged and disability care. Susan isn't alone. Former Mayor Paul Matum said he's met at least 12 pregnant women who have moved to Leeton after leaving the PALM scheme. One disengaged worker hadn't seen a doctor 8 months into her pregnancy.
Remembering they've got no health cover, they've got nothing there to give them any cover, so they just turn up.
But former workers who have left the PALM scheme say they had no other choice.
Hi Wayne, I'm Lucy. Hi, lovely to meet you. Thank you so much for doing this.
Wayne Levy left his former employer, a labour hire firm, over concerns about low pay and excessive deductions, not enough to support his family in Solomon Islands.
I have family back there to feed, so I have to do something. I have to find another way.
He moved to Leeton and gained a bridging visa letting him work. Now he can earn $2,000 to $3,000 a week picking fruit.
I'm trying my best to do a saving because I don't know what tomorrow will bring.
Thousands of PALM workers are disengaging from their employers each year, but the reasons are poorly understood.
So we heard all kinds of stories from people who'd left the PALM scheme, some really harrowing accounts of, abuse and exploitation.
Kaya Barry says some workers' pay slips showed that there were weeks where they'd receive zero take-home pay. She says the Australian government is largely ignoring PALM worker disengagement.
So we know that there's thousands of people out there who need support, but you know, once they're formally exited from the Palm Scheme visa, it's like everybody turns a blind eye.
And community leaders in Leeton reckon towns like theirs are picking up the pieces. Paul Matum heads the Multicultural Support Group and says it wants to help Palm Scheme workers support their families back home.
But we don't have a brick wall around our town, and we never will. And if these people are having some problems along the way and they can't get that support that I believe they should have, well, they can come here.
He hopes the town can become a model for the rest of the country as it pilots a program that welcomes new palm workers to the town with briefings connecting them to support. But like others in Leeton, he warns it isn't sustainable for charities and health services to support growing numbers of disengaged workers in the long term. So we're just leaving Leeton after spending the last few days here, and it's been a really eye-opening experience. It's shocked me to hear the hardships that these disengaged workers have been through and continue to go through. But I'd say the biggest surprise for me was the fact that so many of them said that they'd actually want to rejoin the Palm Scheme, just with a different employer. Kaya Barry says the federal government needs to act.
If nothing changes for the thousands of people who have left the Palm Scheme but are still in Australia, there's just so much risk to them. They're in this extremely vulnerable situation.
Her report urges reforms, making it easier for palm labourers to change employers, a right enjoyed by other workers in Australia. The government says it's committed to the Palm Scheme and has invested $440 million to expand and improve it.
All palm workers deserve to have a safe, secure and rewarding experience under the scheme.
The Department of Employment also says disengaged workers seeking to re-engage with the scheme can call its support service line. But advocates say many are fearful of approaching authorities and that their path ahead remains uncertain. Susan has finished her TAFE studies and hopes to work in aged care while raising Angela in her newfound home. But she's yet to hear whether she'll receive a protection visa and stay in Australia. For now, she's focusing on supporting other disengaged palm workers experiencing hardship.
I feel like I'm one of the person who encourage others, because what I came through, I'm also in that situation, and you guys need to be strong and pray